For there is a man whose labor is in wisdom, and in knowledge, and in equity. Yet to a man that hath not labored therein shall he leave it for his portion. This also is vanity and a great evil. Ecclesiastes 2:21. If you would read these words inwardly, you will see that Solomon points to the one great law. Every outer success has its cause in an inner labor of thought. A man whose labor is in wisdom, and in knowledge, and in equity, this is the one who enters the secret workshop of his own mind, who with passion and feeling eats his bread, the seed of his desire, and casts it upon the living waters of imagination. He devours the scene he would see, and waters its gestation with the fire of belief. But if you refuse this inner practice, if you will not assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, then your world is molded by another's mood. Your portion becomes his harvest, and that indeed is vanity and a great evil, for you forfeit your only right to shape your destiny. You remain the chariot, unhorsed, while another's dream drives you where it will. See how the rule works. Whatsoever you desire, believe that you have received it. Feel the relief, cast your bread upon the water, and let go. Persist in that mood, even when your senses deny it, and watch how winged creatures carry your voice to the ears of circumstance. The precise incidents will unfold to embody the state you entertain. To labor in wisdom is simply to know this secret. Your imagination is God within you, the lamp of the Lord, whose light fashions all you behold. To labor in equity is to rule yourself, neither cursing the rich nor envying the king, but blessing your own believing heart. Therein lies true work, and its reward is the world you now inhabit. Dare to enter this silent workshop each night, feel your desire fulfilled, leave it there, confident it must return. Otherwise, by your neglect, you surrender your portion to another, and so prove the vanity Solomon warns against. As we reflect on Ecclesiastes 2:21, we discover two distinct inner attitudes at work. On the one hand, there is the diligent thinker, one who labors in wisdom, knowledge, and equity, moving with conscious purpose, engaging in honest self-examination, and embracing ethical clarity. On the other hand, we meet the passive observer, who inherits life's outcomes without undertaking that inner cultivation, dwelling in unawakened receptivity and resigned to the sway of external circumstance. In this way, the Scripture holds up a mirror to our souls, revealing the profound parallel between the awakened mood of active imagining and the sleepwalk of habit born from reactive thinking. In the dance of metaphysical mechanics, true wisdom labors not in outward effort, but in the quiet planting of inner seeds. When you tend these mental states with imagination and faith, they mature until they bear fruit as the very conditions you experience in the world. This unfolding reveals the immutable law of return. Whatever loaf of thought you cultivate within must ripen into the portion you receive without. By contrast, those who never consciously sow their inner garden still receive a harvest by default, yet that unlabored portion brings only vanity, endless repetitions of old patterns offering no real fulfillment. As you contemplate this verse, it unfolds the truth that within the fertile fields of your own consciousness, you serve as both sower and reaper. By deliberately choosing which thoughts to cultivate, you claim your creative sovereignty and effectively author the unfolding of your destiny. At the same time, the universe responds with perfect impartiality to the convictions you truly feel, reflecting back to you the exact vibrational echo of your inner state. When you honor the principle of equity by upholding integrity in your imagination, you discover that the outcomes you experience align more reliably with your vision than any effort directed solely toward external striving. Begin by becoming aware of your inner laboratory, noticing when you are thoughtfully engaged and when you drift unconsciously on autopilot. As you pay attention, record these shifts and the moods that accompany them in a journal, for they reveal the fertile soil of your mind. Next, plant your intention with care by selecting a single desired outcome and imagining its fulfillment in vivid detail. Feel the deep relief and profound satisfaction as though your wish has already manifested. This act of imagination is akin to casting bread upon the waters. Setting your intention free, into the realm of possibility. Once you have immersed yourself in that felt sense of completion, allow yourself to release any anxious striving and rest in the assurance that the work is already done. Trust that circumstances will align to bring forth what you have imagined. In the days that follow, observe the harvest as it appears in subtle confirmations, a chance conversation, a sudden insight, or an open door you could not have planned. Each of these clues signals the return of the seed sown within your consciousness. By honoring your mind as a sacred field of creation and fully inhabiting the state of your desire, you transform vanity into divine fruit. In this way, your consciousness becomes the incubator where the portion you have imagined comes forth, not by chance, but through the deliberate alchemy of your inner labor.